6-7, 6-4, 7-6, 7-6.
Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah, what a better way to bring the curtain down on a memorable 3 weeks of clay court tennis than what a weekend that gave us not just one but two extraordinary singles final. The 2025 French Open, the second Grand Slam of the year, Roland Garros as we call it. Of course, it came to an end yesterday right here in the city of Paris, the city of love. With Carlos Alcaraz, the defending champion of the men's singles, making a stunning, extraordinary and historic comeback from 2 sets down to defeat world number 1 Yannick Sinner and retain his French Open's men's single title. It was really an intense match between the top 2 men's players that lasted for 5 hours and 29 minutes. Becoming the longest Roland Garros final in the Open era, breaking the previous record of 4 hours 42 minutes in the final game between Wilander versus Villas in 1982. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you sport fans wherever you are on the face of the planet listening to the sound of my voice right now. I say welcome to the first edition of Sport Today for this week on Honor 103.5 FM Ibadan. Of course, the Honor and Integrity Station. We are broadcasting live from Bodija in the Asian city of Ibadan. Of course, you can join us on our Facebook. It is Honor 103.5 FM to be part of the conversation. You can also drop your comment and share the program for others to enjoy as well. Join us, and I'm sure you will be glad you did. Of course, we have quite a number of interesting stories this afternoon to talk about. Of course, the weekend was very, very interesting in the world of sports. Of course, we saw actions from the world of tennis, talking about the French Open, the Roland Garros, the second Grand Slam of the year. And of course, we have some interesting stories coming from the world of basketball as well. Talking about the ongoing Basketball Africa League BAL Player of 2025, which is currently ongoing in Pretoria in South Africa, where Nigeria's only representative Rivers Hoopers from Rivers State, of course, they disappointingly fell to former champions UF Monastir in their opening game on Saturday. But they will have a chance to bounce back on track today when they face APR from Rwanda in the quarterfinals, 3 p.m. Nigerian time today. And of course, even in the world of NBA, National Basketball Association, we saw the game today between Oklahoma City Thunder in the early hours of this morning, how they defeated Indiana Pacers by 123 points to 107 points. An emphatic home win to equal the final series. It is now 1-1 after game 2 of the NBA's final. of course, football is in the news as well. Of course, we saw the 2025 UEFA Nations League final that went down at the Allianz Arena in Germany yesterday, where Portugal won the title for the second time after a 5-3 penalty shootout victory over Spain. The game where Cristiano Ronaldo scored his 138 international goals and 938 career goals. 62 more goals for Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's going to score 1,000 goals. 62 more goals to go for Cristiano Ronaldo to achieve that feat. Of course, when the time is right, we talk about that as well on the show this afternoon. Samuel Akintunde is my name. I am the City Boy. You know, you can call me the City Boy. And I will be your official host on the program this beautiful Monday afternoon. Because your Miko Adeni is unavoidably absent on the show this afternoon. Like I said, you can join us on Facebook. It is Honor 103.5 FM. To be part of the conversation, drop your comments. What do you make of that Portugal's performance yesterday against Spain? Most especially the left back Nuno Mendes, who was the man of the match yesterday. What a masterclass performance from Nuno Mendes yesterday. Even Cristiano Ronaldo was also very, very instrumental in that win. It was a glorious night for Portugal right there in Munich yesterday at the Allianz Arena. Of course, we take some story from the world of transfer as well later. Ryan Cherki to Manchester City from Olympic Lyon is here we go. The deal is confirmed by the popular football journalist Fabrizio Romano. And of course, Victor Osimhen has always been in the news. He's still in the news this afternoon. Without wasting most of your time, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started already. And of course, let's get started. Let's start from the world of tennis, talking about the French Open, the grand finale for 2025 French Open title that we saw yesterday at the city of Paris, the city of love. Of course, like I mentioned, Carlos Alcaraz defended his title successfully. Of course, he came back from 2 sets down to actually win against the world number 1 Yannick Sinner in a thrilling 5-set thriller. It was very, very interesting yesterday. A very, very intense match that we saw yesterday. Yannick Sinner started very well in that encounter, taking an early lead by winning the first 2 sets. But Alcaraz came back stronger in the last set to complete an historic remontada in the world of tennis. It ended 4-6, 6-7, 6-4, 7-6, 7-6 for Carlos Alcaraz to win a back-to-back French Open title, making it his 5 Grand Slams at the age of 22, and he became the 3rd youngest man in history to win 5 Grand Slams. After that game yesterday, Carlos was speaking to the press, and he said he just had to keep going yesterday even after falling in the first 2 sets, and he said his mental strength was very, very instrumental in that comeback. Crazy comeback, historic comeback that was staged yesterday by Carlos Alcaraz to retain his French Open title. Let's go straight to France right about now, and let's listen to the reigning French Open champion talking about Carlos Alcaraz. Let's listen to his voice right now.
Well, honestly, it was just I had to fight. I had to fight all the time. I had to believe all the time in myself. Honestly, yeah, when he brought myself at the beginning of the 3rd set, I felt like everything was to his favor. I felt like everything he's doing is he was going to be in. He was going to make winner, not mistakes. Hitting with the frame, is going to the line. So that's what's my feeling at the beginning of the 3rd set. So I tried to delay that thoughts from my mind and just keep it going, try to fight all the time. Obviously the crowd and the people were really important to me today. The whole crowd were amazing, but there were a few corners of the crowd that was really helpful for me, which I appreciate that. But yeah, probably without them was would have been impossible to come back.
The word of the reigning French Open champion Carlos Alcaraz, who of course has won his 5th Grand Slam at the age of 22, and he appreciated the crowd yesterday. Saying their support was very, very remarkable for him to actually overcome the 2-set deficit and stage a magical comeback in the final of the French Open 2025. Of course, after that game, he also talked about the competition between himself and Yannick Sinner. He said he appreciates sharing the pitch, sharing the court rather, with Yannick Sinner. Let's go back to Paris and take a listen to what he said about Yannick Sinner after that victory.
I want to start with Yannick. It is amazing the level you have. Congratulations for an amazing 2 weeks, amazing tournament. To you, to your team, I know the hard work you're putting every day. It is huge. Honestly, I know how hard you're chasing this tournament or every tournament. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be champion, not once but many times. It's a privilege to share the court with you in every tournament, making history with you.
It's a privilege to share the court with you. The word of Carlos Alcaraz to Yannick Sinner. Word number 2 against word number 1 yesterday. It was very, very crazy. But at the end of the day, it was Carlos Alcaraz who emerged the winner once again for French Open 2025. And he has won French Open back-to-back. He's now the 8th player to defend his title in Paris in the Open era, joining the likes of Jan Codes, John Borg, Ivan Lendl, Jim Courier, Sergi Bruguera, Gustavo Coutin, and Rafael Nadal, the king of clay. So we have 9 tennis players that have successfully defended their French Open title. And I can tell you that Carlos Alcaraz is now 5-0 in Grand Slam finals. In other words, Alcaraz has never lost a Grand Slam final. 5 Grand Slams at the age of 22 for Carlos Alcaraz. What a fantastic tennis player he is becoming. Also, Yannick Sinner also has something to say after that defeat yesterday. Don't forget, he bottled a 2-set lead. He was in pole position to actually go home with the French Open for the very first time in his career. But it was not meant to be for Yannick Sinner, the word number 1. Let's go back to Paris this afternoon and take a listen to Yannick Sinner on-court speech after that historic final we saw yesterday at the French Open final.
Hello everyone. First of all, Carlos, congrats again. An amazing performance, amazing battle, amazing everything to you and your team. Amazing job. I'm very happy for you, and you deserved it. So, congrats. It's easier to play than talking now, but my team, obviously, thank you so much to put myself in this position.
That's the word number 1, Yannick Sinner, after that loss yesterday to Carlos Alcaraz. Of course, he also had a remarkable tournament, a remarkable run in the French Open 2025. But you know that he just have to accept the defeat yesterday because he lost to the best opponent. The best player on the court yesterday won the final, Carlos Alcaraz. Congratulations to Carlos Alcaraz. Before we talk about the women's singles category right about now, we need to take a break. And when we come back, we'll be talking about Coco Golf triumph yesterday on Saturday over Arena Sabalenka. Stick around. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
On 103.5 FM.
You fit fly. bá òkú ẹ̀kọ́ òpin rírìn ìrìn àjò ń bẹ lára ẹ̀kọ́. ẹ wá gbọ́ o láti rìnrìn àjò lọ oríṣiríṣi orílẹ̀-èdè káàkiri àgbáyé pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn àti ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ ẹni mọ̀nà là á tẹ̀lé You Fit Fly ló kájú ẹ̀. Remove the limitations on your dream of traveling the world and get premium and affordable services such as flight and hotel reservations, ticketing, visa processing, travel insurance, holy pilgrimage, e-visa processing for countries like Dubai, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Egypt. Also, airport transfer, special vacation, tour packages, IELTS, and many more travel services. You Fit Fly ti ní ìrírí ọdúnmọ́dún pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí máa jẹ́ mi nìṣó. We've secured partnerships and valuable relationships across the globe to make your traveling experience truly remarkable. For more inquiries, visit us at Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan. Call 0901 111 1190. Visit www.youfitfly.com. You Fit Fly without limitations.
Imagine having the freedom to work, play, and connect without interruptions. That is what fast internet means to us. At Highword Networks, we are passionate about delivering super fast, unlimited internet that is 6 times faster than the competition. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, we've got you covered. A reliable internet and 24/7 customer support ensure you stay connected always. So what are you waiting for? Join the iWorld Networks family today and discover a seamless internet experience. Call Jeffrey on 081 3058 9466 or visit our website www.iwn.ng to get started. iWorld Networks, connected possibilities.
On 103.5 FM.
All right, welcome back from that quick time out. The program is still Sport Day on Honor 103.5 in case you are just tuning in. And of course, we've been talking about the French Open Grand Finale that we saw yesterday in the city of Paris, where Carlos Alcaraz won the men's single title back to back. He successfully defended his title and he has now won a 5th Grand Slam. He has won his 5th Grand Slam. In the women's singles category, Coco Gauff stunned world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka to win her first French Open title and her 2nd Grand Slam at the age of 21 years. Where were you when you were 21? That's a $1 billion question. The American Coco Gauff turned heartbreak into history on Saturday afternoon in Paris, winning her first ever French Open singles title by dethroning world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. The 21-year-old American seeded second battled back from his set down to claim a thrilling 6-7, 6-2, 6-4 victory in front of a Rancourt Philippe Catria crowd on Saturday. And the win added his 2nd Grand Slam single title to her collection. And don't forget, she had won 2023 US Open, also against Aryna Sabalenka. And that win on Saturday makes her the first American woman to win a Roland Garros. To win a Roland Garros title since Serena Williams did that in 2015. And she also became the first woman in the Open era to win her first 2 Grand Slam titles after dropping the first set in the final. Don't forget, in the 2023 US Open final, she lost the first set to Aryna Sabalenka. And just on Saturday in the French Open final, she also lost the first set of that final. But she came back better and stronger to defeat Aryna Sabalenka. 6-7, 6-2, 6-4. To go home with the French Open title for the very first time in her career. Coco Gauff also said something after that victory on Saturday. Let's go straight to Paris and take a listen to the reigning women's singles title French Open winner talking about Coco Gauff.
All right. Okay. First, I would like to thank God for always keeping me covered. I was going through a lot of things when I lost in this final 3 years ago. And I'm just happy to be here. A lot of dark thoughts, and just the fact that I stayed to it just means a lot to be here. So yeah. Next, I would like to congratulate Irina. You're a fighter. You're our #1 player in the world, and I know today was a tough match, but you deserve all the results that you've been having, and every time we play, it's such a tough match for me. So congratulations, and hopefully we play many more in the future.
There you go. There you hear from Coco Gauff, commending Aryna Sabalenka for a tough fight. According to Coco Gauff, she said, "This means so much to me, truly, French Open champion. I worked so hard for this moment, and for it to have happened is insane. Thank you, God. And thank you, everyone. This means the world to me. I'm still in shock. Honestly, can't find the words, but all I can say for now is just thank you and never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your dreams. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Your dreams are valid. Keep pushing. Don't relent. Don't give up. You are almost there." Just like Coco Gauff winning her first ever French Open title at the age of 21. Moving away from our tennis this afternoon, let's talk football now. Let me take you through the UEFA Nations League final that happened yesterday. That crazy game that we saw at the Allianz Arena in Munich, Germany yesterday, where Portugal won the title for the second time after a 5-3 penalty shootout victory over Spain. It was a very, very interesting game yesterday. Of course, the game had ended 2-2 after extra time, with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring the equalizer for Portugal, and the game had to be decided via penalty, with Alvaro Morata missing his kick for Spain and Ruben Neves scoring the winning penalty for Portugal. Of course, in the third place yesterday, we also saw France defeating Germany 2-0 to win the bronze medals. Goals from Mbappe and Michael Olise gave France the victory yesterday to secure the third place spot. After that victory yesterday, the Portuguese national team coach, talking about Roberto Martinez, said something yesterday. He said, "Football always gives you another chance." He was talking to the Nigeria international journalist Omar Akatuba right there in Germany. After winning the UEFA Nations League, football always gives you another chance. That's the word of Roberto Martinez. Let's go straight to Germany and take a listen to Roberto Martinez after that victory over Spain yesterday.
Good evening. My question will be in English.
Yeah, that's
My
fine.
name is Omar Katuba. I represent omarsports.com. I met you in Milan one night, and then I said to you that you're going to be coaching a golden generation with Portugal after Belgium. Now you've won your first trophy in 12 years. Could you please describe the feeling?
Yeah, well, I think the feeling is difficult to describe because it's an incredible satisfaction because this was the most demanding format that you could have. 10 games, you got the quarterfinals, we played home and away Denmark, we had to come back from behind. We played Germany at home, Germany that had the full stadium, we had an incredible personality. So from every aspect, we've been growing up in the tactical aspects and the concepts that we can use, but today was about that resilience, never die attitude, belief with each other. And what we did, it just fills me with incredible satisfaction and pride, but is what the players did, is the moment to enjoy that and what it means, this trophy for our fans.
The feeling is difficult.
We felt disappointed.
The feeling is difficult to describe because it's an incredible satisfaction. The word of Roberto Martinez, the Portuguese head coach. after that victory over Spain yesterday to win his first trophy in 12 years. Congratulations to Portugal for winning their second UEFA Nations League title. Of course, this is how far we can go on the program this beautiful Monday afternoon. But before I go, let me quickly take this birthday shout out from Engineer Kayode Onojimi, one of our favorite studio managers right here on Honor 103.5. Wishing Bamid birthday blessing, a happy and prosperous birthday. Everyone right here in Honor 103.5 wishing you happy birthday, Bamid birthday blessing. This is coming from Engineer Kayode Onojimi. We wish you long life and prosperity. You will live long to enjoy your prosperity. This is all we can take on today's show. Do join us.